There's a phenomenon that's come upon us of late. I find it fascinating. This coronavirus is a killer. This thing don't play. Ask Elder Smith. Ask him. This thing takes you down. It'll take you down 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You think you're ready to get up and it'll throw you down further in a hole than you were for the last 4 weeks. This thing don't. And now it's striking baby, giving a 6-year-old a heart attack and a stroke. That's unheard of. This thing don't play. It's something. And so they have discovered, and rightly so, the only way we're going to stop this from spreading and killing every person on planet Earth is to do quarantine and social distancing. By quarantine, that means you got to get together in your house if you don't have it and your family members don't have it, and stay there, just the ones that's in your household. Don't go out. Don't go to other households. Stay there. And when you do go out, don't get within 6 to 9 feet of the next person, no matter where, in the store, restaurant, McDonald's, Walmart, Costco's, no matter what. Don't get too close to somebody else, because what they got, all they have to do is talk and you can get it. And when I hear them say that, I think about how I keep telling you, don't hang around your family members. Stay with your group. Stay in this church. Don't go to their churches. Don't go to them, because what they got, you will catch it. Don't hang around. All they have to, you could be healed, you could be well, you could be healthy, but if you go around somebody who's got this satanic social Jesus, all they have to do is talk and you got it. And then you're going to come back and bring it to this church and bring it to the families of the people of this church. Don't you see the correlation why separation from those that are dying and on their way to hell is important? And you see the fools in the red states, Wisconsin, Texas, Georgia, everywhere, where this is a hoax. We're gonna have our social time. We ain't putting on no mask. Watch that fool Trump won't put on a mask. Did I make myself clear? What I'm telling you about staying away from these family members, if you talk to them, you're gonna get what they got. If you visit with them, you're gonna get what they got. You have to quarantine. You have to separate yourself if you're going to live. Because this thing ain't playing. This devil, this social, satanic, lying church, this love Jesus, Jesus love church, ain't no joke. You hang out with them, you're going to get it. And you're going to die. And then you want to come back in here. You come back in here, I got to separate you because you're going to bring it to us. No. Even the world has an understanding. This coronavirus is a death sentence on every person on planet Earth. And if you get close to anybody who's got the disease called Jesus loves everybody, you get close to anybody who's got the disease that Jesus says that women can suck on each other's paps and kiss each other's you know what, and then get married, or that men, preachers, can allow another man to crawl on his back, he get on his knees, and another man get behind his back and caress his feces hole, and you say that God called us to do that God approves that. If they got it, you're going to get it. Well, I just think that Pastor Manning is a hate preacher. Yeah. ATLAH Church is a hate church. I was standing outside the other day talking to Captain Farr. Somebody walked by there. I had on my mask, right, and a jacket, and Minister Matos was in the courtyard sweeping up. And so I looked like one of the guys on the street. And so these two guys walked by. One, that's that hate church. That preacher's a crazy, crazy preacher. He crazy. He crazy. He crazy preacher. I'm standing there. They didn't know I was listening to them. No. If you take anything away from this lesson today, if you believe that the scientists are right, that the only way we can stop this, not with a vaccine, that who knows when that's going to come, but if you keep your distance, if you don't go to their places, if you don't go to their restaurants, don't go to their businesses, and as much as it's possible if you stay in your own group, in your own house, quarantine, you'll make it. If you believe that. If you believe that all they have to do is not even cough or sneeze, all they have to do is talk, and the droplets will fall on you, and you're dead. Then why is it that I'm considered such an awful person if I say the same thing is true spiritually? And not just because I'm saying it scientifically, it's Bible. Come out from among them. Separate yourselves from among them, and ye shall live. Our family is the family members of this congregation. So who do men say that I am? Right? Who do they say that I am? And I'm not comparing myself to Jesus, God forbid. I'm not doing that. I'm just trying to, put a little hermeneutics on it, make it contemporary, in other words. Because people are saying things about me. And you need to be aware of it, that I'm telling you the truth. I'm trying to save you from a disease that's going to kill the whole world if you sit down with them. You say, well, I love them. Then go die with them. I'm good with that. I want to, say, well, Pastor, I hear that. You say, I hear that. I understand all that and everything. But I'm going to take my chances. Go ahead. You can do that. I ain't going to be upset with you for doing that. And then, Pastor, if I do it, then I come back. Are you going to preach again? I say, yeah. Because you're coming back with a disease. My flesh, by my children, by my children. I've watched with great amazement how when fathers and mothers in the coronavirus experience die, that you can't attend the funeral. Have you seen that? Have y'all seen that when a daughter dies, the mother and father can't attend the funeral? You can't go to the funeral. You can't go. I mean, who has ever heard of anything like that? You can't attend your relative's funeral. Who's ever heard? But it's all over America and the world now. You can't attend your family member's funeral. What? But those that want to live are trying to say their last goodbyes, but they ain't going to that funeral. And they're not even going to that hospital bed. Are y'all listening to me? Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? Death! And I'm wanting the same thing. This is a scientific design to keep death away from you. You can't go to your family member's funeral. Do you call Bill de Blasio a hate preacher? Do you call Governor Cuomo a hate governor when he said don't go to the funerals? Don't go to the bedside? Do you call them hate as well? This ministry is so far ahead of everybody else. It may take ignorant people like many of y'all 10,000 years of Harvard-level education to catch up what God teaches us from this word. You're just ignorant. You're just foolish. And that's why you're dying. So no. You want to live? And by the way, I would think that it isn't your actions that should be brought to question. It's probably what's in your heart. Look in your heart. If your heart is rejecting, well, this is my grandbaby, this is my grandchild, and my grandchildren, and okay. And I don't care what Pastor Manning says. Okay. All right. That's what's in your heart. Then to your own self be true. But you shouldn't be a hypocrite. You shouldn't have that in your heart and smile in my face. Let me tell you something. I mean, if you're not in this house, I know people outside this house, blood people, everybody else, and family members and so forth and so on. I know them. If they're not in this house and not in this ministry, ain't nothing in my heart for you. I don't give a damn about you. Ain't nothing in my I ain't gonna risk my life with you. It ain't in my heart now. But those that hear my heart, I'm willing to go to the distance for, because it's in my heart to protect the people here.